Hey guys, Stannis here. This is the second devlog of my game Parasorm, the MMORPG that I currently solo developing. And yeah, instead of departing the systems that I've implemented, like the last devlog, I explained how the entity system works. Make I just show off the improvements that I make in the last couple of weeks, instead departing system that I already have. Maybe later I can make a deep dive into everything I make, but let's keep it there, just showing progress and devlogs. Yes. Okay. Now, an improvement I've done is upgrading the micro menu. It's still not final. I still don't like it that much, but it just says the function like opening inventory, opening the spellbook, opening the skill window, quests, and yeah, this is for guilds, social stuff, and yes, the settings. Yeah, in the last devlog I showed the talent tree, but I don't like it at all. It was just a concept of how I wanted to implement the system, but yeah, I don't like it. So I rewrote the whole system. So I'm a fan of classless, a classless system. Yeah. So I thought about how we can implement it. So just having a menu with all the skills. So you have different things like agility, strength, willpower. Let's say this is more like warrior, rogue, and mage. Program it to make it very flexible. So I can just, if I have an idea of about, okay, I want to add a new profession like, how is it called? Herbalism. So I just add a new skill, herbalism, and can set up the own skill tree for it. And it just automatically appears in the skill window. So as an example, we have here agility. Okay, I get points by leveling up. I currently have skill points 919, so I open up the skill window, and here we have all the skill nodes. It's not only passive talents, we also add ability talents, and we also have strength. This is health based, attack power based. Like we have Vigor increase the health by 25. Also increasing attack power, physical power, and everything else. And also, this is just a base, a concept of how I want to implement like talents and abilities. Like for abilities, we can assign nodes, ability nodes. Let's take as an example this heal, and we can assign ability upgrades to this heal, like increase mana, but it heals 50 HP more, or something like that. So we are not bound on a class, so we can build our own class. And here by learning the things, we see on the left our skills we have learned and all the spells that are included in these skill trees. And we have also smart tooltips to show how much we deal with an auto attack. Also which kind of solar it is. And also the skill tree connections, like if we have a fire blast. And we do not only have the ability upgrades inside our willpower skill tree. As an example, we have here like a magic type of fire. Like fire increases critical damage we can see here the skill tree connections. We can click on it and it opens a window to the specific skill tree. So we can learn in different skill trees the connections to this spell, so that we can upgrade it. And yeah, it is very motivating to work on that one, since I can implement a lot of things. Like I want to make skill type weapon or combat. So we open the tree where we have weapon types, as an example, axe, sword, one-hand combat, two-hand combat. So like if we carry a two-hand, we can add a node like slow attack. You decrease the attack speed by 50%, but increasing the damage by 100%. As an example, or like while carrying a two-hand weapon, you deal fire damage. And fire damage increases the critical damage. And or as an example, ice element, if you hit 5 times, you freeze the enemy or slow the enemy, like that. So we have a lot of possibilities to build our own character. I was always a fan of 100 weapons, but all the RPGs forget, yes, I have a one-hand weapon, but I have a free hand, so I'm forced to carry a shield. And I don't like carrying a shield. I only want a one-hand weapon, so we can implement something while carrying a one-hand weapon. You gain 50% parry and 50% damage increase. Something like that. So we have a lot of possibilities to build our character. And the hard thing's about connecting these nodes together. Like having a fireball. But we can activate a node, so we don't cast one fireball, we cast 2 fireballs. So we cast a fireball, the next fireball gets instant, and we cast it 2. So to make the changes on the spell, or adding more effects to it, like casting a fireball, let the target burn, and after 5 seconds it explodes. And you gain like a buff, the next fire blast dealing 50% more damage, something like that. So we need to connect all the systems together. So we have a lot of possibilities to design spells, to forge our own character based on it, like a one-handed fire mage. You can, after 3 attacks, you get a free cast for fireball, remove the cast time, and it's just get instant, but dealing 50% less damage. A lot of things, yes. And now, for the skill system. And yeah, later we have like story stuff that I call whispers. For, as an example, this one. Lore-wise, we have some, let's say, some gods. They are called demiurges in Parasorm, and they corrupt the lands with their appearance, like Rust, the demiurge of Rust. He corrupt the lands with nails, with rust, so it looks totally destroyed. And we have also the demiurge of blood, which corrupt the lands with blood, organic matter, and other things. And lore-wise, they are called whispers. So we can gain their powers, as an example, rust or like blood. So we have like the rust skill tree. So willpower menu, and we assign spells like Shrapnel Sleet, Sleet that I showed in the first devlog, or the Descending Judgment to cast a nail above the target and nail it. Like this stuff, elemental themed stuff, getting moved to the Whispers skill tree. And the system is very easy expandable. I show you a small preview. We have here the talent editor. We can see the node build up. So if I change the nodes here for a small preview, I just synchronize it. So here, it automatically refreshes the talent build-up. Okay, now for the map. Yes, I expanded it. We have a main city here. This is called the Demiurge City. They are like fanatics that hear a whisper. And they believe on this whisper so hard, they think it is like the god that saves us all. And this is just a small concept how it looks. It's still in early stage. I just made the first concept so to improve from there. And also started to implement Pigworms. Now for the game, we have a lot of fantasy games. They are based around real animals, like we have a pig, we have a goat, we have something like a chicken, but games are games. So I need to find my own ideas for the universe. Like, instead of a pig, we just got Pigworm. It's not a final name, it's just a placeholder name. So they are like worms. They just have a horrific look, like they are slaved or something. But it is their nature. They don't suffer, they are just pigworms. This is where our journey begins. We have a small introduction map and we spawn in this temple. So we move outside from this temple and we get our first quest giver. So we walk out and talking to this NPC brings us in a dialogue system, in the dialogue window. So we can choose, have you seen my people in there? So we can decide which option we pick. And let's say yes, they are dead. Okay, and he talks about what you do, what's the answer of this option. And he have a quest for us. So we look, what is this quest? Okay, travel to coordinate. You wake in the temple, but you took some people in their death. Okay, let's accept. So we have a new quest. We need to travel, okay. I have just a coordinate point here. So as soon we enter this coordinate box, the quest will show as solved. So we have completed this quest. Normally we have a quest turn in NPC. So like he give us an objective, walk to this point. And after walking to this point, we can complete this quest on another NPC. Okay, let's just talk to him and turn in the quest. So, we successfully completed the quest. And we also get the rewards for the quest. Bread. And yeah. Also, we have the first gathering nodes. So with different nodes like herbalism, mining, leatherworking, taking off leather from creatures, wildlife. So we just click the node, we get a small gathering bar, and we see the loot here. So also inside a skill window, we have for every profession a own skill tree. So we can open the skill tree from the profession, like decreasing the collection time, increasing the gathering materials, increase the chance for looting rare items like better ores or some gems. Yeah. And I'm hardly working to overhaul the character because look at his animations. They suck. Also, the jumping, that should not be. And as soon I have implemented the new characters, I need also to rework the equipment system to make visual changes like a 3D armor, 3D pants, 3D boots, to have like weight for specific bones. As an example, we have a chest, but having just a texture overlay of the original character texture just looks low effort. So we will have like big massive plate armor. So we just increase our body size by 50% by wearing this armor. And yeah, the system is already working for unequip and equip stuff. But this is the old character model. I already have a new model inside Blender, which I animate to have a better walking animation, to have better combat animations, to have multiple spell casting animations. And yeah, this is the next step because character models are very important. If you like, you start a game and you get in the game and you see this. This is bad. This is really bad. The movement needs to feel good. Like if you walk around and you see your awesome character model, how it reacts to stuff like clicking on an NPC rotates your head to the NPC. And also, like I have only this running animation, we need also walking animation. We can also sit, play emotes. But look at this, he looks up. It's bad. And implementing social features like adding friends. Also a group finder, which is for 1v1 arenas for now. I have here a small placeholder arena. So we open the group finder. Here, this button. And we can queue for 1v1 arena. So it search for another player to participate on the 1v1. So you can collect stuff around, crafting weapons, go into the arena and show off your skills and the things you achieve for now. So, and I want to give you as fast as possible a playtest. So you can give me feedback on what to improve and what system needs to be focused on. And yeah, it's important since it is a MMORPG. I just develop the stuff I have in my mind. I mean, I play a lot of MMORPGs like WoW, Guild Wars, and many different MMORPGs. And I like systems, and there are systems I don't like. So I want to take all the systems from the different games, merge them somehow together, making them better, and just have a better version of what these MMORPGs have. Like a dynamic quest system will be implemented later. So many stuff I have in my mind and want to translate into this game. But first, I need a world. I need a good character. I need so many things, but the progress is going so fast. I can't wait to have like a really good base. And I already got a good base, but it's not perfect. So I want to improve it from devlog to devlog to have the best experience you can get. Also, working on Parasorm automatically improves the MMO framework from day to day. So making any changes that impacts the server automatically changes the MMO framework, adding additions to it. So it does everything that is server side, placing entities in the world, doing different things that is important for a server, changing skill trees, changing spells. And later it gets open source, like you can just get a project, make your own MMORPG as you want. So I want to make it as accessible as possible. Like you want a starting area and you want it to be PvP based, just you have a lobby where you can see the players. You want to make your own character model, you can do that. Just take a look into the animation tree, how the model is built and how it connects to the player entity, and do your own stuff. So you just have a crowd finder, you can queue for 1v1 arena. We have like instance, we can assign a specific scene for the arena. You can set spawn points where the player spawns, like in the left corner player 1, in the other corner the other player. And just do like a lobby based MMORPG where you just do arena as an example. And yeah, if you want to contribute to this project, I have set up a Discord and everyone uses Godot. You have your project, like you made a world, beautiful terrain, you have 3D assets or something like that. If you want, you can post it inside the Discord of Parasorm under asset contribution, and maybe we can get into a small chat. So we make an agreement how to use your assets, and yeah, so you can participate on the project. You will get mentioned in the credits. Later, if we get finances for this project, you will get definitely rewarded for it. So if you want to participate on the project, even if it's like, okay, I have idea for an ability, I have ideas for a skill tree, for skill and a skill tree, or you have ideas for a raid boss, dungeon designs, you have concepts of like, okay, look, I made just a small concept of a raid, areas, like rooms, everything else. So if you want, I'm very thankful if you want to contribute to this project. The more people get involved, that faster goes the progress. So since the most hurdle comes from generating client-based assets, like making a terrain, making a map. So every map needs to have its own structures. So I need to model the structures in Blender. So every structure needs textures. So I need to make the textures. Thankfully we have AI, since it's very easy to concept, taking the concept and generate textures from the concept, and like translate the concept into a 3D model. It's yeah, currently it's very easy to make it. But for like creatures, I need to make their own skeletons I need to make hand animations as well for the character player. I'm currently redesigning the whole model from scratch to have very good animations so that the player feels good. And yeah, if you want to contribute, just do it. And yeah, also tell me what you think about this project in your comments. Things you like, things you don't like, things that need improvements. You can write it in the comments on YouTube. You just can go in the Discord and write some suggestions here. And yeah, let me know what you think about the project. I'm very thankful for every comment, for every message. And yeah, since it's a MMORPG, it's based on the players. I just want a framework, yes, and you decide what will be implemented, in what direction it goes. I have a story, I have big and awesome ideas I want to realize, and yeah, it changes. All the systems, everything I want to implement, it changes based on you. What is your opinion? What is your most suggested future? What do you like? What you don't like? And yeah, it's this project is not about me. It's about you too. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and let me know what you think.